Oh, he beats the defender. Foy on the drive. Can't get the layup to go.
Driving the ball into the paint is the most important offensive tool in the game. He had a great look. He just missed it.
And goes out of bounds. And the Utah Jazz make a lineup change.
Number 65.
Hayward has the double team close in. Goes to the goal. Misses the layup.
Getting the ball to the rim is so important to winning basketball. Great offense, great look. Just couldn't knock it in.
And a nice finish at the basket.
2 points. The assist from
Gets past the defense. Nice. Oh, and he throws it down. Nice move into the paint at the buzzer. And that'll do it for the first half. The Spurs. San Antonio's leading Utah by a score of 48-45. The screen is set. Tyler from downtown. It's good. Three-pointer. San Antonio's 4 for 7 from three-point territory.
And this game has just been absolutely tremendous to watch. The offensive display we're seeing here today from these squads will not soon be forgotten.
Tries to adjust the shot, nails it, and it's an 8-point lead for San Antonio.
We're seeing a lot of offensive energy on the floor from both of these teams with terrific ball movement.
Here's an interception. To the basket, puts it in, and they take this lead into double figures.
Dribble penetration will always break down your defense. You've got to keep the ball out of the paint. You can't allow it right at the basket for easy shots.
Foy's looking to set up in the paint. To the rim, able to put it in. He's shooting 72% from the field. And Quinn Snyder calls a timeout. His team just not getting it done.
You can't allow teams in the NBA to go on extended runs. You've got to use your timeouts wisely. This was a good one.
And lays it in nicely.
John Wayne would love this shootout right here. They are going back and forth at each other, and this is incredible to watch.
To the rim, able to knock it down. The Spurs up by 12.
The ball movement in this game has been phenomenal, forcing a lot of defensive rotations and ultimately a lot of passes leading to direct scores.
The two defenders swarm. For the layup, flips it up, shot won't go.
No paint game, no winning. You've got to get the ball at the basket, and then you've got to finish when you get it there.
the assist from number 11.
Oh, it's turned back by Ginobili. Draws the contact. Yep, it's a foul called against Aldridge. Utah is shooting 66% from the line. Knocks down the first one. Able to convert on both free throws. Leonard on the drive, goes to the reverse, hits the shot, and Kawhi Leonard with 6 points.
You can tell both of these teams are completely unselfish with the basketball. Look at the assist total, and you can tell that both teams have learned very well that sharing is the true joy in this game.
A ferocious slam.
Oh, that's a sweet finish right there. Dunking the ball with strength and force.
Double team closing in. Boy, jump shot. Not able to hit.
I continue to see solid defense. It's the same defense that got him the lead. That type of defense will keep the lead for them.
The two defenders converge. Turnover forced by Favors. Throws it down.
Oh, look at the athleticism exploding up to finish with the hammer.
Aldridge, it's good. A two-pointer. 16-point lead for San Antonio.
At halftime, they had to make offensive adjustments, and they have. And they have come out and put on a great show offensively.
There's the buzzer, shot clock violation, and it'll be Spurs ball. Changes on the court right now from both teams.
Substitutions, San Antonio.
Puts it up from three-point land. Bang! From downtown. He's 4 for 6 from the perimeter.
There are not many players that shoot that straight on three like he does.
Oh, there's that Euro step move. Pretty. In the paint, knocks it down. A two-pointer. The Spurs up by 21.
Terrific teamwork to start this game. They've done an incredible job of scoring on a consistent basis. Plenty of points in this matchup.
Can't hold on to the ball. There's a steal.
One of the keys to winning in this league is not beating yourself. Both teams seem determined to beat themselves rather than their opponent.
Tyler shot for three. Off the mark.
The open man shoots the ball. That's what they did right there. Good offense, even though they missed it.
Fires for two. Knocks down the shot. San Antonio's shooting 70% from the field here tonight. And there's a timeout here in the late stages of the third period.
Your job as a coach is
Substitutions, San Antonio.
Davis is looking to do damage in the paint. That's backcourt called against the Jazz. And tune in again Wednesday as the Spurs head out on a 3-game road trip starting off against the Boston Celtics. It's a loose ball. Finds a space and takes the wide open three. Exum misses the shot. To the basket, flips it up, and he draws the foul. Dante Exum picks up his third personal, and he'll head to the line for the second time tonight. Can't connect on the first free throw.
To the line, shooting.
Good recovery, hits the second free throw. He loses control of it. Exum. Ginobili the rebound. San Antonio's leading Utah by a score of 88-65. He puts it up, gets it to go, and it's a 25-point lead for the Spurs.
And as this game has gone on and progressed, they have become more and more efficient offensively here in the second half. Absolutely dynamic offense.
It's out of bounds.
This is an absolute joke, the way both of these teams are turning the ball over. It's hard to fathom how they let this game get so out of hand.
To the rim, able to hit.
Sometimes the simplest plays are the hardest ones to execute. Good layup.
The assist from number 21, Tim Duncan.
They don't get it across the timeline. 8-second violation. Backing his way down in the post. That's a three-pointer. The defense nowhere near him. Nails the jumper from downtown. And that's the 6th three-pointer for the Spurs.
As this game moves along, you can see the rhythm that they're establishing offensively, scoring at will here in the second half.
Exum the jumper. Yet another miss. It's been 5 minutes since they last scored.
It's just been one of those nights. Good open shots that have gone missed. It's a make or miss league. Unfortunately tonight, they've missed.
The assist from
Ball knocked out of his hands. Inside. Gets it to go. +1. The block called against Duncan. And Derek Favors will get to shoot a free throw tonight for the first time in the game as he looks to complete the three-point play.
And he earned the free throw, Mike. He deserves every bit of this three-point opportunity. He reacted perfectly to the contact, gathered his bearings, and got the shot off. Great play right there to earn the trip to the free throw line.
And he hits the first free throw. And LaMarcus Aldridge with 16 points. Exum for 2. It's good. And Dante Exum with 5 points here in the fourth quarter.
I have never seen a great passing team that has not been an efficient offensive team. And you're seeing it here with this team. The assists in this game, the assists all season long, have made them very difficult to deal with on the offensive end.
And Dante Exum will go to the line with under 3 minutes to go here in the fourth. Nope, first free throw won't go. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Aldridge for 2, shoots away, unable to flip it in.
Hey, you could sugarcoat it, but this is a disappointing effort. One good challenge doesn't cover up the multitude of defensive sins that have gone into this game.
Careless ball handling. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Jazz ball.
I'm not sure today's overall turnover total is necessarily a reflection of great defense. I think, unfortunately, it's been more about just poor offensive execution.
Exum fires for 3 with 1 on the clock. Misses from the perimeter. Throws it right back at him. Nails it. That's a 2-pointer. And it's a 32-point lead for San Antonio.
It should be no surprise that they're ahead in this game. You look at the role they're on offensively, and you understand exactly why they are winning.
They double him. Leonard fires for 3. Where's the defense? Misses from downtown.
You're a professional player that's supposed to give a professional effort. It hasn't been there tonight. They're giving up wide open shots throughout the game, and that's why they dug themselves this huge hole.
1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter.
Puts it up. Exum the rebound. Gets to the rim. Pretty adjustment. Can't put it in, though.
You've got to protect the basket in this league. Good job defensively tonight, not allowing makes at the rim.
And the bucket.
Look, you can't give up layups like that. You've got to protect the basket and the paint at all costs.
Number 20, Manu Ginobili.
Lets it go. This ball game is